What if I told you that the biggest obstacle to travel, money, could just disappear? It sounds insane, right? But it's not. Imagine this. Your flight is paid for, your visa is sorted, and you have a roof over your head and food on your table, all covered. This isn't a lottery ticket. It's a real opportunity waiting for someone with the guts to grab it. It's about more than just a free vacation. It's about immersing yourself in a new culture and fundamentally changing your perspective. For so long, I believed epic travel adventures were reserved for the rich or those who saved up for decades. But the world is changing, and so are the rules. There are places actively looking for people like you and me to come and experience what they have to offer, and they're willing to foot the bill. This isn't just about saving money, it's about the freedom that comes with it. The freedom to say yes to an adventure without financial anxiety holding you back. If you've ever felt that pull to see what's over the horizon but felt trapped by your circumstances, this video is for you. This is the key. And if this idea of breaking down barriers and chasing life resonates with you, hit that subscribe button. It's more than a button. It's you telling me that we're on this journey together. Let's get into it. Let's dive right in. We're heading to Svalbard, a Norwegian archipelago between mainland Norway and the North Pole. This isn't your typical beach destination. It's a land of polar bears, glaciers, and the midnight sun. Svalbard has a unique status due to the Svalbard Treaty of 1920, making it a visa-free zone. Citizens of many countries can live and work there indefinitely without a visa. You just show up. That's the visa part sorted. But what about the rest? Flights, food, a place to sleep? Here's where the opportunity comes in. Svalbard's economy is centered around tourism and scientific research, always looking for people. Companies here, especially in tourism and hospitality, offer incentives in job contracts. Jobs in hotels, as tour guides, or in support services often come with a package deal. They might fly you in from Oslo, covering your flight. Housing is frequently included, either for free or heavily subsidized. You're living in a company-owned dorm or apartment, solving the biggest headache of moving anywhere new. Many jobs include meals during your shifts, drastically cutting down your biggest daily expense. You find a job as a logistics coordinator or a front desk manager. They handle your flight, give you a place to live, and your salary covers food. You've effectively eliminated all major costs of living in a new country. This isn't a loophole, it's the system, it's a trade-off. You're giving your time and skills to a community that needs them. You're living in a place where you're legally required to carry a rifle when you leave town because of polar bears. The beauty of this is in its directness. The barrier to entry isn't a stack of forms, it's your willingness to embrace the extreme. You're not just getting a free ride, you're becoming part of a small, tight-knit international community. Everyone there is from somewhere else, and everyone has a story. The connections you make are forged in shared isolation and adventure. Think about the skills you have right now. Are you a mechanic, a cook, a receptionist, good with computers? All of these are needed. The town needs to function, and it can't function without people. They're looking for hard-working individuals who are up for a challenge. The application process is straightforward. It's about browsing job boards for long-year buy-in and sending your resume. You're not just applying for a job, you're applying for a completely different life. A life where your neighbors are scientists, miners, and adventurers. Where your backyard is a pristine Arctic wilderness, and where the cost of admission is simply your own courage. The flight is your ticket in, the housing is your foundation, the job is your key to the entire experience. This is the Svalbard proposition. It's raw, it's real, and it's available right now. It's the ultimate example of how thinking outside the box can lead you to places you've only ever seen in a National Geographic documentary. Let's pull a complete 180. We're going from the freezing Arctic to the vibrant sensory overload that is Southeast Asia. Specifically, countries like Thailand, Vietnam, and Cambodia. Not as a tourist, but as a contributor. The secret here is reputable, long-term volunteer organizations. Legitimate NGOs and programs need skilled individuals. In exchange for your time and expertise, they provide a full support system that makes living there essentially free. An organization working on community development might need an English teacher or a grant writer. It's more effective for them to recruit a dedicated volunteer for 6 to 12 months. So, What's the deal they offer? It's a package. Many programs will cover your round-trip airfare. They're investing in you, and that starts with getting you there. Next, the visa. These organizations handle the paperwork and sponsor your visa. You're there on an official basis, providing security and legitimacy. Accommodation is almost always part of the deal. You might be living in a shared volunteer house or have a homestay with a local family. And food. Sometimes a stipend is provided, or meals are communal. The cultural experience here is the real payment. You're not just seeing the temples, you're living in the community next to them. You're building genuine relationships that transcend tourism. You become a part of the local fabric. This is the kind of travel that changes you on a molecular level. The lifestyle is slower, more intentional. Your job might be teaching kids or assisting with a marine conservation project. It's work with a purpose, surrounded by a culture that values community. Imagine your life. You wake up, have some incredible Vietnamese coffee. You bike to the local school where you're teaching. After work, you and the other volunteers go to the market for dinner. You're not spending money, you're living a rich, full life. This isn't a vacation, it's an exchange. Your skills, your energy, your positive attitude in return for a fully funded, immersive cultural experience. You're not a spectator, you're a participant. The key is research. Finding the right organization is paramount. You need to look for transparency. Websites like Workaway or grassroots volunteering are good starting points. These opportunities are competitive for good reason. They're looking for commitment. Your application is less about a resume and more about a statement of intent. Why do you want to do this? What can you bring to their community? This path is for the person who wants more than just a passport stamp. It's about leveraging your desire to travel into a force for good. The cultural richness, the human connection, the personal growth, that's the real currency here. For our final stop, we're heading to Europe, tapping into the artist residency system. An artist residency invites creators to live in a specific place to work on their craft. It's like a patronage system, giving you time and space. We're talking about the Holy Grail, the fully funded residencies. These are prestigious programs in stunning locations that cover everything. First, the travel grant. Many residencies provide a stipend for travel, covering your flight. They're investing in your potential and the work you'll produce. Next, visa. The host institution sponsors your visa, providing all necessary documentation. Accommodation is the centerpiece of the residency. You're given a place to live and work, often in inspiring settings. And finally, the stipend. Fully funded residencies provide a living stipend. It's your financial freedom. Your only job is to create. So how do you get in on this? The application process is the work. It's all about your portfolio and project proposal. You need a clear, compelling idea of what you want to create. Remember the broad definition of artist. There are residencies for coders, chefs, journalists, and more. The process starts with research. Websites like ResArtists and TransArtists are massive databases of opportunities. You'll spend time finding the ones that match your discipline and offer full funding. You'll need to prepare your application meticulously, get your portfolio in order, write and rewrite your project proposal. The competition is fierce, but the effort is worth it. Imagine this lifestyle. You wake up in a centuries-old German castle. You have a coffee, walk to your studio, and work on your passion project. You're in a bubble of pure creativity, surrounded by brilliant people. This is an accelerator for your career and personal growth. It's an experience that can define your path forward. This isn't about being a starving artist. It's about being a supported artist. It's a system designed to prove that when you remove financial pressure, creativity flourishes. So if you have a creative bone in your body, this is your path. It takes work up front, but the payoff is a fully funded life in inspiring places. So there you have it. 3 paths, 3 parts of the world, all leading to living abroad, fully funded. From the Arctic wilderness of Svalbard, to a community in Southeast Asia, to a creative haven in Europe. These aren't fantasies, they are real, actionable plans. The only thing standing between you and these adventures is the decision to go for it. The world is bigger and more accessible than we're led to believe. If this video sparked something in you, join this community by hitting the subscribe button. We're all about finding these keys, unlocking these doors, and sharing the journey. I'm going to keep digging for more opportunities like this, and I want you to be here for it. All the specific resources, the websites I mentioned, the links to get you started. It's all in the description below. Don't just watch the video, use it. Click those links. Let this be the starting pistol for your next chapter. Thank you so much for watching, for sharing this time with me. Now go start planning. I honestly can't wait to see where you end up.